ready. We're ready for the show. Come here, Rusty. Come on. Come on. Say hi, everybody. Say hi, Rusty. Say, I see you. Except he doesn't, because he's too small, and his eyeballs can't see the computer screen. Poor dog. Anyway, hello. I've had a very long day, and I was supposed to do this stream yesterday, but I had a long day yesterday too. So we're going to do it today. And one of the things that I wanted to do regularly was to feature recipes made by other people. So today we're trying one out from a blog that I think is called Vegan Rika. I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but it's a curry with peanut butter in it and chickpeas and sauce, spices, and good, delicious stuff like that. So we're going to give it a shot. I haven't tried it before, but it sounds really good, so I'm going to make it. So I'm just going to go ahead and do it. And if you guys have any questions or comments while I'm cooking the recipe, feel free to chime in. You have to get out of the way. So, the recipe is very different. It's wanting me to blend the onion, garlic, and spices with some water prior to cooking it. So I'm gonna do that, but I don't have my smoothie cup here. Here we go. I basically just got off work and came home to do this, so I'm not 100% prepared, but we're gonna get it done, and it's gonna be really tasty. I hope you guys are having a great day. I was actually stayed late at work to help with a performance review, which is not my favoriteest thing ever, because I don't like saying mean things about other people, but it has to be done, you know? That didn't really help the way I wanted it to. Maybe it did. Here we go. So I'm putting 4 cloves of garlic in here once I get them to detach from one another. And then I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of chopped onion. And I actually forgot my ginger at the store. I think I paid for it and then I just didn't pick it up and put it in my bag. So I'm going to have to use some powdered ginger in its place. But it'll still be delicious. I had a curry on Monday. For my birthday, my mom brought me to my favorite restaurant up here called Green Elephant. They have 2 locations. There's one in Portland, Maine, and one in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. And I try to eat something different each time I go because they have a pretty big menu. And I've never been unhappy with anything that I've got from them. The green curry was really delicious. It had some Chinese eggplant and some sweet potato in it, I think, and some crispy tofu. I really liked it. I was kind of disappointed because it tastes exactly like their other curries, and you'd think with a bunch of different ingredients in it, it would taste a little bit different, but I think the curry blend that they use is just so flavorful that it just tastes the same no matter what. But it was delicious. And I got what we call birthday drinks in my wife's family. Basically a cocktail to go with it, which was also really good. Unfortunately, they don't have a whole lot in the dessert department. They have sticky rice, which I'm not crazy about. It was mango flavored this time. They used to have a sorbet plate, like 3 different flavors of sorbet on one plate last year, I think, but they didn't have that this time. But you know what? It's fine because I have a huge birthday cake in the freezer. I ate 2 or 3 pieces of it before I put it in there because it was just so rich that I couldn't finish all of it before it would go bad. But it was really, really good. My future sister-in-law made it. And we had it on Sunday. We kind of had like a little party for my birthday. We went to a baseball game and came home and did the cake and presents thing. It was a good time. And then Chris and I went to Portland, Maine, and we ate at Green Elephant up there again because we like it so much. And I got this special up there, which was sweet potato glass noodles, and I'm not even sure what glass noodles are, but they were really tasty. I think my favorite thing that I've ever gotten from there is the tofu tiki masala. Highly recommended. I also really like the tempura oyster mushrooms. Very, very good. I got those on Monday with my mom. Mom doesn't mind mushrooms. Chris absolutely abhors them, and it's not a flavor thing. It's because they're fungus. And she's convinced that you're not supposed to eat fungus. Just the thought of it. But fungus is actually very good for you. One of my favoriteest things to eat. These garlic skins are definitely giving me a challenge. Come on now. So if you were not aware, I had a poll on my Twitter page for the last 24 hours asking for some suggestions, or basically everybody's input as to if I were to stream cooking stuff via video games, specifically Lotro, what kind of character I should make. And 3 people voted, and the consensus was that I should be a hobbit, which makes sense. So I'm gonna be doing that in the future. Rusty, why are you here? You need to get out of the way, doggo. But I still have to make the character and all that fun stuff, so it won't be for a while. I'm also a big fan of the, what's that game called? Cook Serve Delicious. I actually really like that game, so I'm probably going to stream that at some point. But that will probably be very difficult. And will require a lot of patience from the audience. I don't know if you've played it before, but you can't really like multitask. It's very speed oriented, key bashing basically. But I love it. It's a really good game. This is a very potent onion, you guys. Extremely potent. And did you know that approximately a quarter of an onion is about a quarter cup of an onion? That's what I was suspecting would be the case. Alright, so for the ginger, hope you don't mind me squinting. Now there's onions all over the place. I'm gonna put half a teaspoon. And then I'll add more later if it's not spicy enough. So I don't really have time to look up how much powdered ginger you could use for 1 inch of fresh ginger. When you're using powdered herbs, you always want to use less than the fresh amount because they're so much more concentrated. Okay. 2 to 3 tablespoons of water. And yes, I'm going to eyeball it. Okay. And now it's time to blend it in the blender, making gross stuff. probably perfect. Okay. So, it looks like this is recommended to be made in a skillet. How much liquid are we dealing with? Not a whole lot. So I'm going to use my saucepan. Which I kind of have to dig out because I don't use it very much. Sorry for all the noise. Okay, so we need some oil. This says to use a half a teaspoon, but I'm just gonna eyeball it. Probably a lot more. We're warming it on medium heat. And we're gonna add, the spices. So I need cumin and coriander. Cumin. I bet you guys have very similar spice drawer situations. Coriander. Cinnamon. Where the spices are just kind of flying all over the place. Cayenne pepper I don't have, so we're going to use crushed red pepper. Or maybe chili powder. Let's do chili powder. Cumin, coriander, cinnamon, cardamom, cayenne, and turmeric. Turmeric. I know I have it. Here we go. Turmeric. Okay. So, you know, guys, it actually seems like this is going to be a pretty fast recipe. So, half a teaspoon cumin. Hi. The cat's talking to me. And just so you know, Rusty is here and he's just staring at the whole of this. He's just like watching me. Ground cumin, half teaspoon or more of ground coriander. Quarter teaspoon of cinnamon. Quarter teaspoon of cardamom. Cardamom actually works really well in sweet dishes. There's no need for you to bark. Stop. Please, thank you. Like if you're making a dessert. Oh, that smells wonderful. I think I need more oil because it's gonna burn by the time I get more stuff in here. Like brownies, pancakes, cayenne pepper, chili powder it is. And you might think chili powder is an odd choice for an Indian dish, but I've used it before and it works excellently. Half a teaspoon of turmeric. Okay. And the directions say to cook until fragrant. And I definitely smell it. So we're gonna add this Genki onion mix. turn down the heat. Same deal, I'm just supposed to cook it until you can start to smell it. Okay. So, I'm supposed to add the peanut butter and my coconut milk. Oh, hey guys! Hello Jinx, hello Zeus. I am making, it's called Chickpeas and Turmeric Peanut Butter Curry. And I need my peanut butter. Okay, so I had to remove it from heat because it's really, really, really cooking a lot. And I'm not ready yet. I'm not ready. Okay, nut butter. How much is it? 3 tablespoons or more. So I'm gonna eyeball it because that's delicious. That looks like 3 tablespoons, right? And then I need to open up this coconut milk. Yes, it's a curry. Jinx is prepping mac and cheese, and Zeus just devoured 2 BLTs. Are you going through a growth spurt or something? Okay, so for the non-dairy milk, I just need a half a cup. Unfortunately, it seems like my coconut milk is all mixed up. So I'm gonna try to swirl it around a little bit. With all the juice that's at the bottom. Whoops. So, you guys missed the beginning. I basically was talking about how I'm trying to make other people's recipes occasionally. And this one that I've chosen is from a blog called Vegan Rika. And I copy and pasted the link, and I can do it again in just a second. But it's supposed to be like one of those really easy one-pot dishes. And so far it's shaping up to be very easy to make. You missed the part where I had to blend garlic and onion in a blender. It was fun. It looks like whipped cream. Yeah, it does kind of. So basically what can happen with coconut milk sometimes is that it solidifies at the top and the liquid, like the water, coconut water, is all at the bottom. So I tried to shake it and it didn't work. So I just, you know, it does look like whipped cream. I've actually made whipped cream using coconut milk before, and it works really well. MVP isn't a huge fan, which is surprising because she really likes the Cocoa Whip product, which is basically the same thing. It's just not as coconutty. Okay, so I need to add my veggies. And because it's a one-pot dish, it's really eyeballing it, or it's supposed to be a half a cup of each thing, so I'm gonna just pretend I'm measuring. So the peanut butter is a little sticky. Go figure. I'm just trying to like whip it up
so that it's not really clumpy when I go to add the vegetables. Because basically at this point, all I'm going to be doing is simmering it. And I don't want huge clumps of peanut butter to be left in there. I mean, if that's really something you're into, you can knock yourself out. But, it's not the best texture. And I think that might actually be the best I can get. So I'm just going to turn the heat down a little more. Oh, I forgot my carrots. I'm gonna have to go get my carrots. In a sec. My pepper. I should look that recipe up for you, Jinx, because it does work really well. Your mom sent you a recipe for zucchini chips? Are they baked? I've seen, I had a friend when I worked as a receptionist who did that. She would bake them with Parmesan cheese. They looked pretty good. So, like we were talking about earlier with the onion, a lot of times when a recipe calls for half of a vegetable, it's usually about a half a cup. So, the recipe here calls for half of a cup of a pepper too. So I'm just going to do half a pepper. And then when all the veggies are added, I'm going to just see what the texture looks like, and then add more if I feel like it needs more depth. Oh, and I think Rusty wants some, what's that stuff called? Squash! Rusty wants some squash. Rusty loves vegetables. You have to come over here so people can see you. Come over here. That's the best I can do. Here you go. Take it. So it also recommends a half a cup or more of sliced carrots. And I'm not sure what it means by sliced carrots. But I am also going to eyeball these. And I'm just gonna slice them. And these are baby carrots. Oops. They're already peeled. So that saves me a step. Normally I would use a regular carrot, but I got these for snacking purposes. Sometimes I just don't have the time to butcher a carrot. These are pre-butchered carrots. Baked, yes. Jinx says my mom's friend made them and she loved them, and I thought I would too. Yes, it was Rusty. Jinx says, and what recipe were you saying? Sorry, doing dishes. The coconut whipped cream recipe that I came up with. Like 4 years ago, it was a huge thing online. Everybody was trying to figure out how to make like the biggest, best vegan whipped cream. And when you whip coconut milk, it's very much like whipped cream. The only thing is that it starts to deflate. Like regular cream from a cow doesn't deflate. Or not as much as the coconut milk. So basically there's a product called Cocoa Whip that is kind of like it, whipping coconut milk, but it's actually a coconut oil based product. And it's very light and fluffy and it's very delicious. Did you get your carrot? Okay. So I feel like this is enough vegetables, you guys. Let me show you. Looks pretty good. So I do have to add the chickpeas. which I got this out so that I could strain them. You guys don't see it, but my sink is filled with dishes from yesterday that I did not do. I've had a very busy week. Yesterday I worked 4 to 2, which is, it was doable, but you know, when you work for 10 hours and then you also had to go to bed really early the night before, like it's kind of draining, so I didn't want to like overdo myself. I did some shopping and I came home and we had a no-cook dinner, which was actually really delicious. I'm really fond of the no-cook dinners these days, especially with it being summer, because you don't want really like hot food all the time, you know. And I did make these little broccoli bites that have like quinoa and other veggies in them. So we definitely got a lot of hey, make vegan pants. Vegetables and protein and stuff. We ate almost a whole tub of hummus, which was great. And it had fresh basil in it from the garden. That's always a good thing. Which is what Martha Stewart says, BT dubs. It's a good thing. Okay. So I need some salt. Oops. You want to try to eat this carrot? Come back over here. Rusty Shadow. Sorry guys, that's all you can get. Go on. Hey MVP. Oh, I'm streaming under board games. Whoops. I even like updated the name and stuff, and I didn't change it. Maybe that's why nobody's coming in here. Food. IRL, that's what it is. IRL. Hooray. Thanks, honey. You're the best. Let's see what the chat says. Yes, Zeus, oatmeal bars are a delicious way to stay fueled while hiking. I did it already, honey. It's okay about the mic. So one of the reasons... What do you mean you can't hear you? Oh. Is this better? I see. One of the reasons why I was so late today was because I was having audio difficulties and I couldn't figure out how to get the lavalier mic to work. So, yeah. We're good now? Okay. Sorry. Yeah. I don't know why it's not working. It turns on. It's plugged in. It just didn't want to work. Salt. Okay. It does want me to add some sugar to this, so I am going to do it because flavors. What are you doing? You want to come up here and show everybody the back of your head? Hi, honey. Yeah. Kitty. Be careful on the chair, please. No. Yeah, you're gonna get stuck. Please don't get stuck to the metal chair. Love you. It says a teaspoon or more, so I'm just gonna do it, you guys. Flavors. I've never made any of this lady's recipes before. Meemar bomb, yep. I'm sad to hear you're having Shopify woes, babe. I thought Shopify was the world's most friendly cart service. So the recipe also wants me to add about 3/4 of a cup of water, so I'm gonna do that. And I'm also going to use the coconut milk scoop so that I get more coconut milk in here. Okay, so I think that's everything. Let's see. Lime juice at the end. Okay, so it says mix, cover, and bring to a boil, and then reduce heat. I do have a lid for this, but I'm gonna have to dig it out. I'm just gonna mix this up really well. I'll show you, and then we'll let it cook. And then in a few minutes, we'll take a look at it, see what's changed about it, and then maybe we'll eat some. Let me go grab that lid. Don't go on the table, please. Oh, new channel motto, because flavors, I agree. I'm not really sure about the acidity, Jinx. It's, okay, so we're boiling. Shimmer, 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 shimmer. So we're gonna reduce it, and we're gonna let it cook to thicken up. So basically it's just like spices, peanut butter, and coconut milk. And it's got the vegetables in it, so I think it's just a traditional ingredient. Like, some people add sugar to pasta sauce, even though tomatoes are sweet. I guess maybe that's the acidity thing that you're thinking about. Yeah, MVP, I don't really know what to do with the CSS stuff. It's very complicated on Shopify. Like, if you move anything around, it can like change it dramatically. Yeah, and it might not be a visual thing, but then like the page will stop working and you won't realize it. Like, somebody will go to use a button and it won't work anymore. If you want to show me what you're trying to do later, I can take a look at it, but obviously right now it's not gonna be able to get accomplished. I'm not sure why you would need the sugar. Maybe just because flavors. I've never used like any of her recipes before, but they always look really delicious. Let me give you guys the page again. I don't remember anything from the rest of the blog post, but it's possible that she went into that a little bit in there, if you wanted to take a look, but I don't recall. Alexa, set a timer for 10 minutes. Well, MVP, yes, in America there's sugar in everything, but this is a curry, so I mean, I kind of get where Jinx is coming from, because I don't know why you would need it, but maybe this is the best thing ever, and we're gonna find out. I'll have to let you guys know what I think. That's one of the reasons. it's one of the reasons why I wanted to do this sort of event. Because I wanted to share with you guys my impressions of other people's recipes, just so you know how difficult it is to like food blog and to make blog recipes. I used to do it and it was a miserable endeavor, and I hope to never have to do it again. Hi, Rusty. What? Have you guys ever made a recipe from a blog and then been like completely disappointed in it? I've had a number of failures. The only like real success that I've had is another Indian recipe called butter chickpeas. And I have changed it since I started making it, but it's really freaking good. Yeah, Jinx, I think it is just for sweetness. So, as I was saying earlier, this is a really quick recipe. I can't wait to eat it. MVP, I don't think I'm gonna wait until you get home to eat dinner, because it does smell really good. So have you guys seen the Cocoa Whip before? Because I have some. I can show it to you. Did I put cardamom in it? Yes, I did. It says optional, but I like cardamom, so I went ahead and put it right in there. Yummy. Cardamom is really good in baked goods, as I was saying. It's really delicious. Yeah, it is an Indian spice, and it's very floral in its smell. See, right here it says add a 1/4 teaspoon to 9-inch apple pie blueberry muffin mix, 2 cups of sweet potatoes, orange spice rubs for marinades and pork. Marinades for pork. So it goes with really sweet stuff excellently well. I remember there was a like energy bar that I tried at a Veg Fest a long time ago that had cardamom in it, and it was really, really good. Like, I've made cinnamon rolls from scratch before, and I'll put some in there. It's amazing. Oh, the Cocoa Whip thing. Yeah, let me get it, and I'll show you. And then I'll eat some, because I want it. So here it is. And this has been in here for a while. I'm not sure if it's still going to be good. Mia does love it. See, it is still pretty good. You probably can't see it. See how stiff it is? Mia really enjoys it. Mimar. Mia. You want Cocoa Whip? Come up here. Yummy, yummy. Rusty wants some too. Yeah. Everybody's good. Everybody gets some Cocoa Whip. Now Mama Liz is gonna get some Cocoa Whip. So the ingredients are water, coconut oil, tapioca syrup, cane sugar, pea protein, guar gum, sunflower lecithin, natural flavors, and xanthan gum. But see how it stays together, and it's awesome. It's just like Cool Whip. It does have a slightly coconutty flavor to it, but it's so good. Like, the brand name is so delicious, and it really is, like, so delicious. Yum. They're watching me eat it. Just like you guys. So, I think next week on the schedule, on Monday, I'm going to be doing more meal prep. And then on Wednesday, I think, Wednesday or Thursday, I'm going to be doing another kombucha bottling thing. And then I'm also going to be doing cooking a recipe out of a cookbook. And I'm going to be doing one from the No Meat Athlete cookbook. So let me go grab it and I'll read some of the titles to you. Rusty, where's the cookbook? You guys, I lost it! Honey, do you remember where the No Meat Athlete cookbook is? So Monday I'm going to be doing my meal prep. Tuesday is kombucha. And then Wednesday is cookbook night. I'm going to have a busy week, eh? I might have to start doing these things a little bit later in the day. But the schedule for work hasn't come out yet, so I don't know if I'm going to have any more days where I get off at 1. Also, I meant to warn you guys earlier that I might get a call from work and have to stop. But so far that hasn't happened. And our ordering deadline has passed, so we should be fine. I was wanting to know if you've seen the No Meat Athlete cookbook, because I was going to read some of the recipes out of it that I'm thinking about making. Because that's the cookbook I want to use next week. You want some more, baby? Yeah, I know the original is on the iPad, but you got me, like, the cookbook for a gift. They came out with the cookbook for Christmas or something like that. I hope you didn't want any more of this, babe. Be careful, honey. Alright, you guys. You ready for treats? Come up here. Come up here so people can see you. Nom, 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 nom. Alexa, stop. Here you go, baby. Okay. So it's been boiling for 6 minutes, and it's still very soupy. But it has thickened up, so I think I'm going to go ahead and eat it. I'm just going to let it cool off over here while I warm up some rice. And then it recommends having some lime juice on it. And because there's gonna be leftovers, I'm not gonna put it in right now. We're gonna put it in while we eat it, so that it doesn't like make any of the ingredients sour, because citrus can sometimes do it. What is HTTPS? Why are you asking? Is it giving you an error code related to that? HTTPS just means it's secured HTTP. Yeah, so it's supposed to be more secure, so it's possible that for security reasons they're not letting anybody that doesn't have an HTTPS use it, but it's possible you can change that in the Shopify settings. I'm just not sure. So I'm checking to see if this rice is still good. I made it last Monday, so it's like a week and a half ago. It looks pretty good. The last time I streamed in the kitchen is when I made it. It's time for dinner. It's only 4:30, but I'm gonna eat it. I'm sorry, your life is terrible. So here's the thing, MVP. I'm like done cooking, so once I eat some of this and tell people how great it is, I can hop on the computer and see if I can contribute before you come home. I'm glad I'm not the only one who eats dinner early, Zeus. I mean, I don't have to go to bed at 8 o'clock again tonight. I probably should, because I do have to work at 5 o'clock tomorrow morning. But I've been eating earlier on the weekends just because I'm hungry. So, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna plate it up. I'm gonna try it and tell you what I think. And then I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna get some cilantro to put on top. So you guys aren't waiting for me to do something exciting. Okay. Rice. Now I need my scooper. Curry scooper. I guess I should taste it first to see if I like it, right? It's very peanut buttery. It's not very spicy. It's probably good though. MVP, when you come home and you eat it, if it's not spicy or flavorful enough for you, I would suggest adding some salt and some sriracha or something. I think it's pretty good. It's definitely peanut buttery. Oh, and some lime juice. Look, there's steam coming off of it. Lunch at 10:45. Sometimes snack at 1, dinner at 3:45, and snack at 6:30. Juice, water throughout the night. While gaming. That sounds like the life. Now I have a tummy cramp from eating all that Cocoa Whip. Look out. Beep, beep, beep. Okay. Can you guys see it? Ooh, the bowl's really hot.
Hey, cat. Can you maybe get up? Please. Thank you.
So I'm gonna bring it over here so I can talk to you guys while I finish, close everything out and stuff.
Rusty, get out of the way.
So I hope you guys had fun hanging out. It is pretty good. So the only thing I would suggest in the future is to follow the directions and use actual ginger instead of dried ginger. That would definitely improve things. But like I said, I forgot it. I think I bought it and then I didn't put it in the bag. It also wanted you to use cayenne pepper, and I used chili powder, so there's cayenne in the chili powder, but it would probably be perfect if it had that instead. So, epic fail on my part. But, yeah, I mean, it's good. Close up on these here. It's full of yum. So here's the link again. It's very peanut buttery. So if you're into peanut butter for dinner, you should definitely check the recipe out. The blog also has a bunch of other recipes on it that I could suggest. Again, I don't think I've tried any of them. I think I made some sort of veggie burger from there one time, but I could be wrong. So, is there anything you wanted to ask or share in the chat before I leave? The sauce is actually really nice. Like, I was worried that the peanut butter would burn and, like, get kind of crusty and gross, but it didn't. Zeus has got nothing. Okay. Well, I wanted to let you guys know that I do have a bot in the works. And I don't know if you guys were here at the beginning of the stream when I said that I'm going to try to incorporate games into things. Zeus, I'm guessing you could easily add chicken or something like that. Yeah, for sure. I think curry, chicken is a really popular ingredient in curry. The place that we went to eat on Monday, the one that I had really crispy, like, tofu croutons in it, which was really delicious. Yeah, so I'm gonna try to do games on Fridays in the future. Cooking related games. Or maybe, like, games in which cooking plays a part. And that includes Lotro. I had a poll on Twitter about what kind of character I should make, and the consensus was a hobbit, and that makes sense. I haven't played Cooking Mama, Jinx. I'm not sure what all is involved, but I do like Cook Serve Delicious, the original one, a lot. And I was saying earlier that it's very difficult to, like, multitask while you're playing that, so I'll definitely stream it, and you can see how stressed and crazy it is. That's just a joke. I know nothing about Cooking Mama. Alright, guys. I'm gonna head out. Thank you for coming, as always. I really like seeing you guys in here. Keeps me company while I cook. And I hope you tune in next week on Monday at or around 3 o'clock. I can almost guarantee you that I will never start on time. I've been doing this for like 2 months now, and I'm not sure I've ever started actually on time. Good luck on the interwebs thing. Thank you, Zeus. I'll see what I can do. But again, thanks guys for stopping by, and I'll catch you on the flip side. Later.